This is my walking horse gelding. Ed's rainy day. I call him Rain. I don't know if you can see or not. He's got that's fly stuff on his ears and everything. It's SWAT. I find that stuff's some of the best stuff. Keeps those flies from biting his ears and right down here in his neck. But Eric's in here and he's in the round pen working a filly of ours, Ed's Red Pepper, and she's this is the second time she's saddled. You know, he's just doing groundwork with her, getting her used to it, and we like to do that. It's a good thing for them to learn to get used to the saddle, moving around and stuff. Now, what I'm going to show you is, see, we got a banner up here. These are Eric's banners for his company, which is Circle P Horsemanship, and we put them up there because it freaks the horses out, to be honest, you know. And so I just walked up to here, and Rain saw that banner there, that white thing, see that? And he got all boogered. So I'm letting him stand here, but I'm gonna take him up there. I gotta make sure Luna moves in case he gets where he's not paying any attention. Hey Luna, honey, can you move? So I'm gonna try to get him up this thing, and I don't know what he's gonna do. Thank you. And so I'm gonna take him up here and see what he does. Come on, buddy. Let's see what he does here. See that? See? There. I must let him. The solid colored things like that, like dark things or light things, seem to, we were just talking about, they must go in like, they don't know what to think about it. And it kind of gets them worried. Like he's kind of tensing up a little bit, and he's kind of breathing kind of heavy, or like stressed a little bit right now. Now he's listening to me, which is a good sign. So I'm just gonna let him get used to that a little bit. And now if that thing were to move right now, yeah, he'd probably get pretty boogered about it. But the cool thing about horses is they're very curious, and what we try to do is work with their curiosity. You know, when they're curious about something, you just let them be curious, and like a trailer or something like that. You see how he's jumpy? He's jumpy because he's nervous about that, and then she walked by. And normally he wouldn't jump or anything, but he's nervous about this. Okay, he doesn't know what to think. So I'm going to try to just move him over it a little bit. There you go. And we got some poles and stuff here on the ground, and so I kind of want to just take my time with it a little. But I like doing this. I like being on the horse and watching him train and stuff, because it's a good thing for the horses to interact or to learn that they have to listen to you while their horses are moving and stuff. What Eric's doing right here with Pepper is he just claimed her spot. See, she was standing over here, so he just claimed her spot. And horses will do similar sort of stuff like that out. You know, like if you got a lead horse and it wants the hay that another horse is eating, it just goes and walks, and that horse either moves or gets kicked and bit or something, or all the above, you know. And see, so what he's doing is he's just claiming her spot. And this is a way to help the horse start to pay attention to you, you know. You know, like where they could ignore you. See, she has to pay attention to him. See, so he's going to take that spot, see? And this way she'll start to think like, oh, what's he doing? We always use my one mare Ima as an example. She's one of my first Tennessee walkers, and I think she's 20 or something like that. And Ima's a lead mare, and if Ima just glances at another horse, they go, uh-oh, and they all just, whoosh, it's like parting the Red Sea. They just move, right? And she flicks her ear at them or something, they hightail it. And so if you go in there and you start moving them around and Ima's there, they're really concerned about what Ima's telling them, with their body language. And so they would not run into her by accident. They wouldn't get in her space by accident. They wouldn't do anything by accident with her. They just listen to her. And she just mosey in, and they just, whoosh, everybody just moves away. So this is what he's kind of doing here. But if you notice, he's just doing it kind of. So he just claimed her spot over again, see. And he just kind of, like he's watching, and he's watching for her to look away. See, now she looked at him, and now he stopped. See? He stopped, and he turned. Now she's looking away, not paying attention to him. So he's going to go claim her spot. So it's not just random. What he's trying to do is, like, when she's not paying attention to him, he goes and claims her spot. I'm gonna try to get him over here again. Come on, buddy. Let's step over here. Let's see how you do with this. There you go. There you go. Let him sniff it. Get curious about it. Okay. And back up here. Come on. Let's move over the side. Let's side pass a little bit over. There, he's playing with the baling twine. You can see that. See, so this is him being curious, and so I just want to encourage this. Let him see. He's just playing with that right now. All right, let's back up a little bit. It's just new things. Like I said in one of my other videos, that horses don't. I was talking about them not generalizing stuff, but they have to. I'm trying to put a little bit of leg. I've got my right leg on him. There we go. I want him to stare at this. Okay. So let him just stare at this a little bit. No, back up. They don't, like I said, they don't generalize, and like, because he gets used to this right here doesn't mean that he'll be used to it out somewhere else. But what he does take with him is what I'm saying, body language and calmness and everything, that he doesn't have to worry about this. Okay, so that's the kind of stuff that does go with you. You know what I mean? So, and I said it's like when they trust a lead horse to get him to safety, that they can take with them, as they go around the country, right? So you can kind of be that trustworthy horse, that herd member, that leader, whatever. I know some people don't like to talk about the leadership and stuff like that, but they really do. They do that, and so that they do take with you, okay, with them. So, and see, he's getting a lot better with this already. But now that's just, it's sitting there. Now if she brushes up against it and it makes a weird crinkling noise or something that scares him, he's gonna, and then it's just gonna be me being relaxed and saying, hey, it's no big deal, buddy, just don't worry about it. So, but see, he's just trying to get Pepper to focus on him, and she keeps like, getting distracted, like not paying attention to him. So he's like if you see Eric right now, he's looking at her, and he's waiting for her to like look away like that, or look at him. See, now she looked away and she was kind of leaving. So he goes, okay, well, you move then. You see? And this kind of stuff, you know, like if you've seen any of our other horses, like the playlist, like if you look up Ed's Golden Girl and you watch how well she's trained right now, and if you watch like Ed's Easter Morning Lily, you can see how he's making progress with her. I'm backing him up a little bit, back up. And but those were like this. They were just not paying attention. They would look out over at the pasture at their buddies, not pay attention to them. And now they're glued on them, you know. But you also have to build up their, it's kind of like a muscle, you know, their attention muscle, their attention span, you know. You got to build that up, just like you do. You just can't sit down and concentrate on something for an hour. I challenge you, just concentrate on something. That's why there's that saying like, watched water in a pot won't boil. And yeah, that's an old saying. And the reason people believe that is because it might take 20 minutes to get that water boiling. And people couldn't stare at it for 20 minutes because they can't maintain that level of concentration. And even yourself, you're like that. You know, if you're learning something new and it's challenging your brain, you get exhausted. You need a break. You need to go, oh, look at that pretty tree or something. You need some sort of mental break. And, you know, I'm amazed that horses can keep that level of concentration on us that they do. They're really impressive. So he's doing well with this. Pretty excited about that. And I like how his ears are flicking back on me. Yeah, like that, see? Now there's that other banner over there. Probably, if I put him in here, man, he'd probably be jumping away from those things, you know? So I'm gonna take him out on the trail here. Get him out a little bit. There you go. I let him know. I pulled back just a little bit. Let him know I had my leg on him. And we're off here now. I'm going to get him around to the right of the pole this time. Try something different. Keep him going there. Sometimes the reflections in the windshields or on the windows of the cars will, like all of a sudden they'll see themselves. They get startled like that. But it's important to just be relaxed. I had someone ask me, and it was a good point. It's cool that they noticed. Like I have my hand here a lot of times on the horn. See, and they said, was this horse? Was he a bucker? Is that why I was doing that? And no, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to not go to my hands, both hands in the reins first. I'm trying to go with my legs, and so I was holding on to this because I'd have to let go and then do it, you know. So it was one more, or a lot of times I'd actually grab the horn and, you know, instead of the rein, and you know what I mean. I'm just trying to break a bad habit. That's what I'm doing. So, but a lot of times I keep it at my side too. So I got my right leg on him right now, and I'm pushing him away from the horses there. You get away there, buddy. And another thing too, like, and I've said this in other videos, this is a GoPro I'm using, and the GoPro is like a fisheye lens, and so it makes things here, like the movements seem way more pronounced than I'm actually moving. Like here right now, like that, I just moved like 2 inches, okay? So a lot of times when you see me moving, so it looks like I'm really over correcting. I mean, every once in a while I do. I mean, I'm pulling out and stuff. But I like doing these videos myself because I can critique myself and see, I could do better right there or right there. I think he's pooping. Nope, he's going. Come on, bud. Oh, he's pooping. So a lot of times when they do this, they'll poop, and then they'll, like my horse Blondie, she'll do a quick turn and want to head back to the barn, but he's pretty good. And yeah, so see, I'm trying to, like, his reins are just hanging there, but I can pick up a little bit. I didn't even really make, I got my left leg on him. There we go. Now I got my right leg on him. I'm looking to my left, trying to get him. Come on, step over. There you go. So I pull like what Eric's, there's a little nest, there's a nest of kilders there. What Eric has me doing is like if you give them a cue with your body or your legs, your seat or whatever, and they're not doing it, because, you know, keep the cue on, that leg cue or whatever on, and then you I might pick up on the reins to let them know, hey, I'm asking, did you not hear that? Like right there, I just put my left leg on him and he turned. So now I'm going to put my right leg on a little bit. There, just a little bit. And he's going. Okay, blowing. Come on, keep going. And come on, you got it. I know he's going to take a mouthful of this grass, the seeds. Come on, buddy. You got it. So now I'm looking over here, and he's kind of going that way, drifting that way. So I just put my leg on him. I turned my toe out. Got my toe turned out there. I didn't even put my heel on. I just turned my toe out. So what that does is I start with the pressure like on my knee first, and then I go to my calf, and then I turn my toe out, and that turns my calf, and then I would start to put some heel on them, and those are the cues. And they try to avoid. Horses really don't want to be bothered, okay? They don't want to be in their mouth. They don't want you constantly kicking them. They don't want any of that stuff. And so that's why you would have levels of cues that you could employ. And like Eric always says, they're only going to be as soft as your first cue. Okay, so people subscribe. They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.